Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel, and of course welcome back to Lake District. So I'm just back from my Outer Hebrides and Skye trip, absolutely exhausted, really good trip, but I'm very tired, so I thought what I'd do today is be very kind on myself and do a very easy walk, and I've chosen the Kentmere Horseshoe, 20 kilometres. Honestly, what am I thinking? Anyway, for some reason last night I decided to come and do this one. It's one I've wanted to do for quite a while actually, but circumstances and whatever else have prevented me from doing it. But today was the perfect day, and in terms of weather, I think it is going to be a bit of a scorcher. As you can see, it's so sunny and it's warm already. So, as I said, 20 kilometre horseshoe walk up over the top of Kentmere Reservoir and round, so it's quite a big walk, as I say. I think it hits about 8 Wainwrights, so if you're into bagging Wainwrights, you'll get quite a lot ticked off on this walk. And some absolutely outstanding views. So, I've just parked up in the village of Kentmere. Very, very pretty little village that actually. It's been a long time since I've been around this part and I completely forgot how beautiful it is. So there's not a lot of space there, so if you are going to come and do this walk, you've got to get here really early and get the space by the church. God, I'm out of breath. And then what you do is you wind through the village a little bit and head up onto the Garburn Pass, which is where I'm going right now. And then at the top of the pass, that's when you start properly heading up onto your first fell on the horseshoe, which is called Yoke. So I think what I'm going to do is get this stone out of my shoe that seems to have worked its way in, slap on another factor 50 and head up to the top of Garburn Pass and head over to Yoke. Hoping for some good views, maybe some photographs, you never know. If not, just a nice chill out time in the fells. Cool, it's a bit worrying, I'm out of breath already. So, I'll push on, I'll see you a bit further up. Right, reached the top of the Garburn Pass and whoa. Hey Hurdy! Anyway, as I was saying, reached top of the Garburn Pass. Really sweaty going up there actually. Not a breath of wind and some massive horseflies landed all over me. Luckily I stopped them from biting, but yeah, I think it's going to be that kind of day today. Oh, I've got a little lamb as well, look. Very cute. So, when you get to the top, that gate there, you can start to see now into the rest of the park over yonder. Breeze has picked up now, so hopefully that'll keep the midges away and other stuff. What a little cutie. I might get a photograph of that bad boy, girl. Be gone by the time I get my camera out. So yeah, I'm going to keep on going, get up to Yoke, and at that point I think we'll see the whole of the horseshoe, the rest of it anyway, and just see how far we've got to walk for the rest of the day. So let's crack on. Wow, skylarks are in full song at the moment. They're going crazy above my head. Now, the last time I heard this many skylarks was on the Angletown Pikes vlog. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. And they were tweeting all day, but I could still hear them at night in bed. It's literally driven me crazy, but I do love them. I do love that sound. So, you can actually see first glimpse of Yoke up in the distance there. That's the first fell of the day. Yeah, and like I say, once we get there, when we get the full Horseshoe view. But I mean, you can see out now, looking west across the park. You can see red screes over there where I was the other week, and obviously beyond that, you can see Great Gable actually just sticking up a little bit. Fell, Crinkle Crags, the Furnace Fells, Coniston Old Man, Weatherlam and what have you over that way, and Blackcomb way off in the distance there. So yeah, pretty good views from the top of the Garburn Pass. It all opens out looking west, very nice indeed. So in terms of photographs, I don't know what I'm going to get today. I think it might just be a few herdies and maybe some long distance stuff. There's a little bit of cloud over on, I'm trying to work out what that is. I think that's looking out towards Helvellyn with the cloud there beyond Red Screes. It's quite difficult to figure it out sometimes from the weird angles, but I think it is. So yeah, and I think it's supposed to clear out even more later, really sunny, so it's not going to be a great photographic day. I don't know why I keep picking these days, but it's not good photographs because I want to get photographs. Anyway, stop mourning. Let's get up to Yoke and see what we can see up there. See you in a bit. Right, just approaching the first summit, Yoke. Look at the view back behind me. That is quite something, isn't it? Looking back towards Windermere, absolutely gorgeous, and you can just make out Morecambe Bay in the distance as well. Very nice. Weather is changing. It's looking interestingly cloudy. Could get some nice pictures today. So we'll see. I wasn't expecting this at all. I was expecting just wall-to-wall sunshine. But yeah. So let's just get to the top here and see what views we've got. Let's see Ilbel, maybe Froswick beyond it, but not too sure. I can't even remember. Midges are bad today. Not as bad as Scotland though. It's pretty horrendous there actually. There we go. So we've got Ilbel right there. I think that's probably High Street in the background. Don't think I'm going to go up there. You can sort of tack that on if you want to. Make it 9 Wainwrights, but I don't think I can be bothered doing that. I'm the laziest hiker in the world. So, yeah, looking really nice. Very nice indeed. And you can see, actually, I'll tell you what, I'll just get to this little bit here. We'll have a clearer view looking down towards the reservoir and the rest of the Horseshoe. Right, I'm going to have to keep on going to get that uninterrupted view. Pretty much where those people are there, look, those 3 people. And then should be able to see down to the reservoir at that point. But you can actually see the rest of the route ahead of us, apart from Thornthwaite Crag, which is now behind Ilbell. So we've got Ilbell here, Thornthwaite Crag is behind it. That's High Street, not going to go there. Then we've got Mardale, Ilbell, drops down to Nanbeal Pass. I love that bit, that's a beautiful area. Then up to Harter Fell, that's going to be quite soul destroying. And then over to Kentmere Pike, and then dropping down to Shipman Knott over there, and back into the village. So yeah, good walk. Longish day, but a very enjoyable one. So I'm going to get a bit further on. I'm going to get up to Ilbell actually and enjoy the views up there. Should be able to see down to the reservoir at that point and beyond, looking out towards Ullswater Way. I've no idea what I'm doing with this camera now. So I'll see a bit further on. Right, just coming up onto the second summit of the day, Ilbell. Nice little cairn here, pretty little thing. Check out the view now down the valley. Look at that. That is stunning, isn't it? Kentmere Pike across there, Shipman Knott, that's obviously the Kentmere Valley. And we're now looking back towards Yoke. Looking very moody. And of course still Windermere, a little bit of Esthwaite there you can see. Gorgeous. And a bit more of Morecambe Bay. But from the other side here, should be able to see Froswick and Thornthwaite Crag. And High Street and various others. So the reservoir down there, Kentmere Reservoir, was dammed in a year. I'll put it down below. So it is actually one of the sources of the River Kent that runs through Kendal and then eventually spills out into the Kent estuary by Arnside and Grange. Starts here. It's like a mini beacon. So when you get out to Thornthwaite Crag, you probably can't see it on this camera, but there's a big beacon on that one. Substantial. Cool, some stunning views here. Absolutely stunning. But no time to dawdle. Going to get going. Get onto Froswick here, and then over to Thornthwaite Crag up onto the beacon. Down the steep bit, it's a bit of a shame. I've got to start going downhill just to go back up again. So it is a pity, but that is the nature of horseshoes. You're up, and then you lose your height again, and then you gain it again, and then you probably lose it again. Look at it out there. High Street, all the way down to Nanbeal Pass. Absolutely stunning. Love it. But for me, it's the views out towards the west. I mean, you can see Great Gable over there. You can see, in fact, you can actually see Scafell and Scafell Pike. See if I can point that out. It's quite steep, this. Quite steep, loose stuff. Eek. Right, let's go. approaching Froswick. It's got really warm and really busy actually. There's lots of people around now. Probably didn't look it, but I'm having to sort of pick my moments to film. But there are quite a lot of people on the route now. In both directions actually. No doubt someone's going to shout at me for having me drawn up. But here we go. Top of Froswick. And very nice view back down towards the reservoir there. Very nice indeed. There's a bit of reflection from the clouds. Valley's looking gorgeous. Ilbell, and looking down towards Troutbeck and Windermere beyond. This is Stony Cove Pike, and you can just maybe through the gap there see a bit of Ullswater. 3 down, 5 to go, and the time is ticking on, moving very slowly. That's okay, no rush. But once again, so we've just come up onto Froswick. Now got this typical horseshoe stuff where you're heading down again. But as you can see, it's a really steady, easy walk up to Thornthwaite Crag. And you can see the beacon there as well. Look. But yeah, definitely going to avoid High Street. Beautiful, what a day. Absolutely stunning day. Ooh, almost fell. Right, after what feels a little bit like a trudge from Froswick, we now get onto Thornthwaite Crag with its mighty beacon. It's this big column of stone. I don't know the reason or purpose for it, but it is it. Let's go and have a look, and let's get driven a little bit more insane by these skylarks, because they're driving me crackers now. It's been non-stop. I don't know if it's multiple skylarks or whether it's the same damn one. Wow, it just got really busy then. Big group of ramblers just turned up and got noisy. Quite nice though, I can listen to the conversations. But Thornthwaite Crag done. I think those guys are going to head off to High Street. I'm not, thankfully. So they're going up that way, and I'm going to head onto a wall there and then hang a right towards Mardale Ilbell. And I do apologise if I've got black dots all over my face. I think it's the midges stuck to the sun cream. I've got them all over my arms, just everywhere. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see my arm there. Look, it's all a bit of midgy action. So as I mentioned, High Street there, and in this dip here you've got Hazewater. Can't quite see it at the moment, but I think by the time I get round to that wall there, where I turn off towards Mardale Ilbell, I should be able to see Hayes water, and actually should also be able to see Angletown Pikes as well, which is where I was a few weeks back. Now, in that vlog, there's a link to the Angletown Pikes vlog. I was looking back towards Thornthwaite Crag during one of my, it was the time-lapse sequences as I was waiting for the clouds to clear and what have you. So now it's quite interesting to be here looking back at that area. In fact, now you can start to see over there, what was it called again? Buck Crag. That's it. We're starting to see, I think, the side of Buck Crag. Okay, I'm just coming up onto Mardale Hill Bell now. What can I say about Mardale Hill Bell? Not a lot, really. I find it a bit boring. It's a bit nondescript, really. It doesn't really stand out much. Not very impressive. But when I did the High Street vlog a couple of years ago, again, I'll put a link up there. I came across top of Mardale Hill Bell, really deep snow, full on winter conditions, blowing a gale, and wow, it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful day, and looking out towards the rest of this horseshoe here, it looked amazing, amazing conditions. But other than that, it's a bit boring. Just looking forward to dropping down to Nanville Pass and getting up the other side and having a bit of food, because I'm Hank Marvin. But yep, look at the views. It's looking very good. So you can see pretty much the whole of the route that I've done so far, except for obviously the very beginning and the Garburn Pass. But you can see Yoke, and in the middle there you've got Hill Bell, Froswick, then up onto Thornthwaite Crag there with the beacon. But very, very pleasant. Skylarks are still going crazy, absolutely doing my head in. But they're still going. Oh, it's still going. I don't know if it's the same one. I don't know. But so I've got Harter Fell in view now. So you can actually see the top of Nanville Pass there. Little zigzag up to the top of Harter Fell, and then bomb it across to Kentmere Pike. Still looking really nice out towards the west though. Out towards the Coniston Fells. Sorry, it's pointing you God knows where. You can actually even see Harter Fell in the distance as well, through the gap of Rhino's Pass. And you can also see top of Great Cars and Wetside Edge, which was in my last vlog. Great stuff. Beautiful. It's really clouded over quite a lot actually now. I wasn't expecting this at all. I thought it was going to clear a little bit more and then be bright sunshine and boring, but this is actually quite interesting. I like it a lot. So yeah, it's good. Right, I'm gonna stop waffling and get over to Nanville Pass, well, get across Nanville Pass and get some food. So I'll see you a little bit further on. So this here is one of my favourite views. I don't think I'll ever tire of this. So you can see small water down there, and then you're looking down to Mardale, Haweswater. Absolutely wonderful. And that route, I did the Haweswater route. You can see it all there. But this is the drop down now to the pass, all the way down to a little shelter, and all the way back up to the side. Yeah, this is probably like the most soul destroying part of the day, but it's not too bad. You know, it's not exactly far. You know, so I've got some butties waiting for me at the top there. I'm going to see if I can sit where I sat on the Haweswater vlog, because that was a really great little seat. Let's see if I can go and find it. Well, I got the same spot. Managed to find it. So I have something to eat here, enjoy this ridiculous view, and then make way onto the top of Harter Fell, which isn't far now. It's only 5 minutes walk up there. Your buddy's out. I'm absolutely starving. Crisps. Right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, all fed and watered. Best spot for a picnic in the lakes, I reckon. That certainly one of them. So now I've got a bit more energy. I'm going to go and whiz up Harter Fell. It's not far, as you can see. It's right there. There. Oops. Fall over. And then I'm just going to crash on over to Kentmere Pike as quickly as possible. See how quick I can do that, and then obviously make it onto Shipman Knott. So I've only got 3 more summits left, and the first of those 3 is right here. My nose is running like mad. It got really cold then, actually. Just sitting there. Sun went in, wind got up, got a bit cold. Some incredible light around though. So let's get on here up to Harter Fell. All right, now up on top of Harter Fell, obviously the other Harter Fell, not the Eskdale one, my favourite one. This is the less interesting but still alright, you know, nice and pretty quiet Harter Fell. So here we are. So now we're going to head on to Kentmere Pike, which is that lump over there. And all we need to do really is just handrail this fence all the way and enjoy those incredible views out towards the west again. It's looking gorgeous, isn't it? Wow. I love Great Gable from this angle. It's got a real proper dome head. I love it. And obviously Scafell Pike, still see them now. Could see them before when we're on Thingamajiggy on Ilbel. But dropped out of view and went to Froswick and up onto thingy, what's it called? God, I can't even think anymore. Thornthwaite Crag, lost view of them. Right, after a longish walk across this fell here, well, I'll say longish, about 15 minutes, you finally come to Kentmere Pike, which is this. Not really that much to talk about here either, I don't think. Another boring little lump, but you know, it is a fell top. Nice walking along there though. Just grass, so it's nice and soft on your feet. After all the rocky paths, that was a bit of a godsend. And like I say, it doesn't take long at all to get here. I mean, it's a bit dull round here at the moment. You can see all the lights gone off the entire Horseshoe, but everywhere else, right out into the west, even over here to Windermere and Winster, you can see all that lot all lit up in the sunshine. Not here. Okay, so Kentmere Pike done. That's number 7. Now heading on to number 8, Shipman Knott. Just down here. Looks very interesting on the map. Never actually been up Shipman Knotts before. It does look very knotty and craggy, so kind of keen to see that. So the idea is you do just follow the fence a little bit from Kentmere Pike, and then you branch off. You can actually see it on the map. The path branches off, heads down towards a wall, and you can really see it very easy on the ground. Just this very obvious path. Obviously, in the snow, that might be harder to navigate, but you know, just use your maps. But nice light out there, look. So that's looking back towards the Garburn Pass, over that way. I don't know if you can see that. I'm wobbling it all over the place. Where that light is there, all craggy. Very nice indeed. It's turning out to be a beautiful late afternoon. I think the clouds are moving off again. I don't know which direction they're all moving in. Can't quite figure it out. I thought the wind was blowing that way, but things seem to be moving that way. I got no idea. So yeah, I think I'm going to be in the sunshine again soon. And then, yeah, I think I'm about ready for a bee. You know, I'm sort of just talking absolute gobbledygook. And you can probably hear them. They're still up there, tweeting away. Honestly, they just drive me batty. I mean, I love the sound, but no, I don't actually. I'm starting to really hate the sound. They're drawing into my head. A lot of Swaledales on this walk. Well, actually, Hurdy's on the other side, Swaledale and Harter Fell on this side. It's interesting, the Swaleys and the Hurdy's are all a little bit a bit skittish around you, but the Harter Fell, they don't care. They'll just like stare you down. Just wait for you to go past, and if you get too close, come on. Right, just almost up onto Shipman Knott now. Look at this guy, look. They get all brave when you walk past. Paraglider. Yeah, so Shipman Knott. Well, actually Shipman Knott, I guess, and Rough Crag are just over this wall here. But this is the last fell top of the walk, really. So it's all downhill from here. It's been all downhill from the beginning, really, hasn't it? Let's face it. Let's not kid ourselves. So I'm going to thread my way down. I've not decided which way I'm going to get back into the village yet. There's a number of different options. I'm just going to look at it and decide when I get a bit further down. I guess the route that has the least amount of undulations would be nice. So yeah, let's crack on and just check out that walk back into the village. Wow, what a day. Flipping heck. 20 kilometres, thereabouts, 13 miles. Haven't actually measured it yet, so what I'll do is I'll put the route in the description as normal, and that'll tell you exactly how far it is. But it was a long old day on the fell. Great, I mean, absolutely beautiful all the way around, but especially coming back into the village then. I think it's light, but it is a really beautiful village anyway. And it just felt like I was on holiday. It felt like I was in, France or something like that. I'm 20 minutes away from home, so very lucky. Yeah, like I say, I'll put the route in the description. If you have not done this route, I think you should definitely get yourself out here and do the full Horseshoe. Maybe put on High Street if you get a bit of time or you're feeling energetic. But without it, it's fine as well. I mean, the views, like I said today, the views out west were just stunning, absolutely outstanding. So if you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you like hiking and you like photography and that kind of stuff for the Lake District, just please go ahead and subscribe. And, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this particular route, or, the vlog or the pictures or whatever. And of course, if you want to support the channel, just head over to my website at blackcrag.uk. It's so hot. And buy a fine art, Giclée fine art print, or if you don't fancy doing that, just buy us a beer if you want to support me and help put fuel in this van and pay for parking, that kind of stuff. It all helps into creating this content on a fairly regular basis. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and have a beer, because it's a beautiful evening and I'm pretty exhausted, and a beer is exactly what's required, I think, right at this moment. So until the next vlog, I'm not too sure where it's going to be. I think Josh is coming up in a couple of weeks, so Josh might be joining me on one or two vlogs. I know some of you guys have asked for Josh back because he's more interesting and more entertaining than I am. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know where it's going to be, like I say. But until then, I'll see you. Have a good one. Cheers. The flies, they're eating me alive. Just handrail this fence all the way to Thornthwaite Crag. Thornthwaite Crag, what am I talking about? Honestly, I've lost the plot. I have food and that's it. My brain is going. You can't see Mardale, Ilbag. I hate life. Let's try it again.